Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, this week I've been asked to speak about various attributes of God. I like that. I like thinking about God. I like talking about God. In fact, thinking or studying about God or talking about God has a sophisticated name for it out of the Greek. You may know what it is. The Greek word for God is theos. The Greek word for thinking about or talking about is logos. We get ology from it. You put those two together, and if you're thinking about God or talking about God, you are doing theology. And that's what it means in the Greek. So I love this. This is going to be a great week. But where do we begin? Yesterday, if you were in my class, you would have heard my introduction to the book of Genesis, which is what we're studying now. If not, I'll have Brent see if he can stick a link down below, or Janet, stick a link down below, and you can link to the class and watch it. But anyway, the class begins in Genesis with Genesis itself, which is a book of beginnings, but in the Hebrew, Bareshit, the first word means at the head or in the beginning, at the start. And so it's Bareshit bara Elohim et hashamayim et ha'eretz. In the beginning was the word. The word was, Bareshit bara Elohim. In the beginning, God created. I just mixed it up with John 1, which makes a play off of it. So excuse me for that. But anyway, it starts out in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And God is already there before the heavens and the earth. He creates them. This is one of the attributes of God. God is what we humans call infinite. It means he's without beginning, and it means he's without end. And that in itself is a real struggle for us as people with a beginning. It's a real struggle for us to conceive of someone or something that existed without a start. I mean, we look at the universe, we beg to know where it started. I know where I came from. I came from my parents. I know they came from their parents. I know that, go all the way back. But at some point, even if you don't believe in God, there's cosmic stardust. You got to figure out where it came from because it exists. God, on the other hand, is an entirely different being whatsoever. And it's really hard for us to grasp this, that there's someone who exists outside our categories of knowledge. As A.W. Tozer referenced God, he's outside our categories. We don't have a placement for him. But I will tell you this, because God is infinite, and because he exists outside of time, even as we're creatures in time, that means he is a God who I can look to, seek, and trust, knowing that there's a God who is greater than all of my problems, all of my issues, all of my difficulties, every curveball that life throws my way. There is a God who is beyond all of that. He preceded it, and he will succeed it. And so I can have a relationship with this infinite God that is much more than I can fathom, yet there for me to be in relationship with. I'm looking forward to talking about God this week, but this is enough for today. This is your video thought for today.